start is Munkwayem.
Oh, yeah, lecture or the Kakrabe family
account. And he's going to start a policy series very soon.
Okay.
What the NDC is made up of.
Okay.
And I don't know that the NDC has more experienced people. We have the men, one more area boys. We have the men, area boys.
Happy before the area boys.
Area boys.
All right.
One guy who here, finance minister, what the way we had to come with.
It's a boring aspect. He's trained to borrow. He's trained to keep people's money. He's not trained to run an economy.
So you
don't take a boring aspect to run an economy. You take somebody who can harness the money, let the money grow. Yes.
And these MP before say we have the men, they have area boys.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Area boys.
Right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Let's find this for one-on-one. If I'm comparing
area boys. I will say on the note of area boys, Medawasi. You told me the so at free hair at the Amamo. Menawoka say about Dubako. Na Yaduche and Komoyano. But who say Honorable Samuel Sapon, so Ewaha. Honorable Alex Chemi, former Deputy Minister Education. Opening now to say, you watch it. You watch it, Papa. Education, definitely, maybe in Komora Kana. Mobile so far, the end security wise arrangement near the overcast today.
You have to need my main chair what you for you now, no pen or careful. So, by security area, Makama. Sakra will be Romuno, subject to security checks. And I think it's better. It's better. And here in a bonfire, being a very successful Congress.
Tension in the airwaves. Chairman, the General Secretary, Casa call, press conferences, interviews. A party for the grassroots, be almost a show of Mokaka. Say now, who know?
Well, no, ma. Say a contest here. Football cry, but we say Kotokone has ya. They are, but at the end of the day, they are what be do could do, not the crew and the coffee. So I think they are cause who fear the airwaves, no, there and having the breeze.
Support to General Secretary, your money, even executives are to obey you more regional nominee constituency. When you said no, bet me the change because. If you move a circle and they said, don't get your way near. Now, regional chairman be to say, Asante regional, way in any more support to of a swamp for Abia, another region be chairman in any more support to a said, don't get your Emma Chichi Emma.
Oh, Debbie. You're of a swamp for your penny. What the party any march, why your party mojuma? You're a said, don't get your party mojuma. Susu Mumubia Bepese party no best say. So at the end of the day, no me Susu say Asomdwe Beba. Asomdwe Beba. What are the two people
what was from no one say quite?
Oh, me TV answer.
Oh, by on
governmentary.
Our candidate.
Many candidates.
That's all the trouble.
And I walk and say, you move the party name, you hold position for the party. Now, you were named Sabia Mohana, it be a baby actually. But near a bit much of bonus, it will be a bit man when you be a little bit my age. And your preference. But I don't think a very good year to do that. Looking at baby, I'm a free band.
Yeah, free band.
My party organizer, 1992.
Okay.
My papa, member of parliament, pay, and Nina and this year, my minister, Techman of.
Oh, okay, Alex Tremé.
My municipal chief executive for Techman Municipal Bomnuna, and a Masan Deputy Minister for Education. And hence I make us a baby, I'm a free band, not an exceptional person. But as I saw, Bibi which man when this harbor will be meet me in a year and 2 months.
You have sure education. Our hope elder and they gun education.
Oh, say me bonny Tofaka Crabia, meet my case and quay cry and quay cry and quay.
Swako school. Infrastructures are buying schools, schools. Infrastructure. Oh, who call schools expansion? I go so.
Aban bia ye be free. Rollins no ne Mampanico for expansion kakra krania o kan de we aye bi. Enkoyi tete ayeti hey. Academic calendar kra asay. Enim ba bia school no ko. Wo ba education here infrastructure na wo kan. Major gap abam. Di nyina free self. Rollins pens no or for be a education quantity infrastructure, then a friend get fund. A ban we buy no 1.2 billion. I see our as it says, I see Kana, Nanka Fibia, or more proof formula or budget parliament idea, man. Sassicano money, there's a serious deficit of infrastructure at all levels, from the basic to secondary to tertiary at all levels. Yeah, a helper. It also be when you say university, you tag me for for very long time. To see KBS school, you see January more. Nanka schools will be. But I think Rana become admission for first year. Nigeria tomorrow reverted to the old system September after COVID. After COVID, look at where we are. And it says our university for 4 years are extended to about 5 years. Because I'm first second term, you take 4 course strike for almost 6 weeks. No more to yeah, buy a shame. Now I buy any card the year near more for yeah, for education. When you na one I'm education, I yes and say yeah, secondary education and now can free SHS now one MP we said say in kayaka crack say be adu sabotage no abai eyen is all the year politics are ebe we actually no how do say na ba edu ba bi kura abai nye sika no no de ato aduana mankura na di ne aba ne say enkura no nkofie aduane no de ba mamo a momo yen santwerefo mo university schools Gala, yet the beans are all your crannies. Let their mom, yet 1 little, let their mom. A book of how muddy, Sabu porridge, I was schoolma, no more catcher school for answer, or pan one answer was each our bar fabra. So as teenagers, I found every time on the powers, I was uncle and fear. And so, of course, school not so near the Andia, dear Oceano. That's a education. Oh, I come back 3 years. Textbooks are on which change curriculum some day back. The CIT hey, textbooks no my mom distribute to the schools. Yeah, but this is the third year. This is the third year until you know I can. They are no Musiano. Oh, no, me by year they said, Mumasia, school your friend Mumasia. That's right. Moma need the books, Moma ye books. This all school has the books in the one. Yeah, I'll be seeing I didn't know Cosiano for the past 2 years. When we are in the Kabuma, I catch yourself, a woman and employee. What the attrition rate here about the Ghana Education Service, a bit see that. I feel what teachers or Muja at the Chilenkwa, I won't say Mama, they are more than 10% of the total number. Go and check. I just say, I found a Juma about wounded dear or one every friend see that. So I feel we are teachers more than 10% of my judgment. Wait, yeah, dear, it is a Ghana Ecobo a World Cup. We know a so slay and this in the MPs. And yes, or Bibiam, open man in the yen, Yamayani, a quite Mumasiano, Yadi and the actually. Now, Yakasa, a farm. O Casafa was, I just a one power by us. Now, Mumasiana, Yade, okay. Look at a scenario. I want to be so unbettered to your mama school fees. Yeah, you cry a finance minister or some color 10 or no better. I didn't buy won't mean to your school fees in Maubibia. Teaching also bet to your mom. Meanwhile, we don't have money. And say, yeah, ebe, and none the dear do baby. A woman say, Yabafi, a Juma, Papa Bia. But ye did it. So let's say I'm here, some to me, Alex, meeting to your mamma. Meet me to my school fees. what you say na oma say bi obibinti yare ana ba bi omote no nti no omontimi ntua omoma school fees no na ka oman no ayede atua omsoso mu babia sa no omoye no omo social intervention at some group of people not everybody.
All right. But I say, we wish you a good Congress. All the best. All right. Samre we aboard Dubako upper home.
for Yeguswaye was Sompa 93.1 FM so and was Sugu Utie Sompa TV. Yenina Yen management de Cassia Coso.
You don't have mine, but security at the checkpoints and they buy out when you share more. They know. They tell me, you are a security person yourself. It's not saying I would do any firm more.
Oh, organization, yeah, I could ye. We talk of security. Me bano. Police for minister. They will never allow me. Yes, then this was oh, you knew very well. But the instructions are not my end. They will say this one. Almost I must be Tiasia. My friend said, almost sick and remy. And I'm yamming anti the bite because you see outside. I want to sit up bar.
Number to Canada
inside. And no say they are very, very strict and up to the job. Let me take this opportunity to commend the police.
All right.
For good job done. Apart from that, as at now, Bob is 11. No, say can't you be a stance in a feeling Nanka starting program, but what would association cubicles?
And the MT and said, don't know legal. And as far as no do no so engage you or money or moving come up. And she acquired to say, I'll send you Pani Babat. I say, General Secretary Asman and Crawford so Mumranti. So over far card, Yakobak. And over Kodachi.
We got the quality
and Yakware no Jew. Tension Kakra will win. ABC NDC party would down. Sir, incumbent General Secretary Janet Jahose or Huria Kosrako Pe National Chairman. Abroad in Nina, a year Juma and Pempi Yanebia, Deputy Youth Organizer, and I say Youth Organizer, say or National Organizer. But a cuckoo damn you know, dear. Many fear me who be one this muda. It's a matter tension Kakra be wim. If you must in Nissan Kabasa, Obi say Abasa. Officer after way no because Betmaka say acrimony saba, they used to profile. Casem Chichiene Sobo Boabem. Evia Hamo.
I'm first Hakonyasuna Menchia Asante for Sompa was Shanty region. Sanity. In fact, Sago and Chawamo. You can no credit. But the Viasano says Sabi, ye pet Yanya and go happy any Viase. Trouble hard man, not their own pen. There see. But it actually depends on how you manage it. And the man who it's in my who said, Chesa would also. Into an abano, it will definitely depend on how we going to manage it. A can be also. Say election, we are. If it be a reconciliation. And on penny for a fact, can be so. Now, a free nipa, a kind of boom, your programs, any idea, nice, kaboom. Now, you know, who said, the penny said, Sabi, you to me in a fee. Every before them. They like to come home near Baku. Yet me, the Ghana for panel. It's me, Japan, if you are with someone else. ye ba ne be ya de pa ene na be ba obi na nso eni ba ye party ye kakra be kan say ma ye say ye campaign kro no a me ye ka ensem a ya constitution ya
fe
event ya yonko because we ye say ade a ento akodo no e 9 million no nje asam we ga ka akon from owie e bia na wo ka no wo ka di tia obi e bi so na o tia nye na de o ka se tia no no won no be wini e ba sa na e kwa ba sa na tie ti kakra betumi aka ne se bibia be ye bia no ye nye ni in moderation se de be ya ye wi abato no a ye reconciliation be so easy for everybody.
The region ebe o party e wa Asante region national chairmanship mu ache say 2 the chairman Nana Kwesi ejina ofusu ampofo ne vice Isham ene omo aka bebre omu ache mienu Ashanti region we can say battleground for 2024 which you get by 652,000 votes betuma say NDC ye sha say munya ebida nanka sa vote no NDC nya omo win elections se see ababa ye the second stronghold uyi greater Accra votes are munya no Ashanti region no the whole other 14 regions ni nyina ento which means say ho bia 2024 e be kire de obewin election kra enti no say wo executives mokoto aba na ensam ne doso na omumu asa chemienu sei we gina fa mo mo yam panifo ho no enhamo
ha beden ha because yes say tie enka
enchasa bonten so for
be fanko ye hia ne say beto aba be wie ye tu wie nyina be ka bom na fe ye move forward
Chidisa
enokre
sir, I didn't because
what Sassam was saying, Vice Chairman Assembly during one of his interviews was and the crowd said, if you are, you need to be Kofako. Be our open, but the hear say, you better talk about the baby. Now you will win, you up, mayday, the Marco, you could let you. Yeah, move forward.
I dear Bakwa, and no so, Master Busa. Monjushe mu amoye ye wie no ya to aba na wie de but say asem no kra da neck anim no kra ana omo de akogu fa na kwesi sensem no
ye wie no ye koma neck no mo ka say ye ntwen because na akokwa say ye kwa akoto aba
to ko jina so be na kwesi ya
na o prevent obi na wie tisa na be sure say after say ya to aba na wie no mo no be frɛ na maybe also with us to be a the Kaka be better become the transfer is Sabi Papa so Pagumaso and yet no more day. Committee, I was the chairman for the committee.
That's right.
Now, a baby, so big, I can say, maybe a chairman of Quania or Tana Necosi, Itina, or me as service, and this committee, said you see a man, not a common and equity cry because it will be not speculations to doors. Where can we? And you want another question almost society there, and the year to committee there, answer me. I want a council of the elders, but we can't say, Debbie, you can't be a judge in your own court. As some money, I can from home. The more was to enter committee in Amonia, and the council of elders, a better committee, yeah, you. That they will say to be an idiot too. And am I ever more? A day as I am. Yeah, and also a boy or no, and casino. Because
Uncle your recommendation.
Yes, and there's no two ways about it. Sir, after election, definitely, and no better touch him. Yeah, you share some of us say them, and a recommendation, say, yeah, investigation. The market getting you feel say Uncle ye I could edit ya and Tiniumiano, see a bear election. Yeah, young Sandy say ye, said the bear, yes,
you be born, yes.
Say the buyer, yes, I repeated the same way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Samuel Sapon, former regional minister, former KMA boss, former central region, regional minister. Ono na minister bakwa am say party ni transfer kwa bia ke de beba Greater Accra. Can it TSF asante mantem no ye penny titra o he toto ne ma isi ano o ye council of elder. Me tisa ne say ka next yi kra ye your running mate.
Oh, I'm from him.
I'm from him.
And I'm from him. And why?
I'm a pen or yes. But sir, I'm a penny that I told Safro said we didn't she said and the cheetah for call 2025 will be so mana.
Hey, not many why.
What do I say?
I come over here so.
Cover so.
Come over here so.
Cover rasso.
Sanity.
Emo.
Oh. Sabi obi amaye adwuma civil service people sabre ada pension my mayor my minister
who are with different regions
now you say mayor side no maybe obabani kofo e kan sa asem we say also obi abetuma ye adwuma okay me no aye no french bia no betuma di mampani because who say came no an island of itself. It is up.
The assembly members grab a year walk. Confusing and growth.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Osha ni mo sembe shasi ebrebe because as a match.
Be emwa.
Because our kobo do me no.
And so
at least man isha ha. Just say regions kakra bi na mi hu omo.
Ashanti region abaka kakra bi.
Ashanti region abaka kakra bi. I was a filio so I empty.
And we can no. Say asa na we say komo ba me
almost say cubicles now. Almost change.
Yeah, change. So the TF can never go.
Cola be best.
Sanity. Sana politics na kwa.
Yeah, Ghana politics. Yeah, share economy. My original minister pe when him send you to Niema. And they Tanya Niema si ko e afi we dey Ghana for so. Nanso ye be wura December mu ano. Uti MPP for na almost Niema asisa. They say petrol about from dollar about from ejadi force kranti bro nya ebe dipa na next year crowd e be chain NDC bo be ba ba mu a niam enkoyie wa ba mu nti na ye twa mam eniam asisa dia asa na mu nkoda wo
omo anu na eka
eso do anu do mra bi
do anu bo mra
bi wo
na wa hwe se if 6 years ba ya said ye Ghana yes apene no a enye 2 years ya ka na waka say fe na me be ye enya de ni oh better late than never cry no enye no e na be say obi adwene because
don't be say Ghana fire o madwene
oh and 8 years 6 years on what they are saying ma enti 2 uka say wo ye ni 2 years mu a ama madwene asesa wo bua asa now Ghana ni bia ya na adwene even including MPP for no ankasa
NDC announce my wife said that.
You been my wife say. Yet me to about NDC, but MPP should yeah to about
apathy or 2024.
Apathy in the first place. And secondly, it be so your wife said says NDC MPP abandons and ye dia. And you not trouble no ama first NDC. It it doesn't favor MPP. It favor NDC.
Doctor, it looks like NDC this time you are so cocksure you are coming to power. But Ghana also say we don't see your policies. 2 years down the lane, about this time, more criticizing NDC MPP we are. Nanka more the preferred solution, but you won't be. Acquire criticisms. That's what Ghanaians are saying.
No, you say criticism, and then they criticize you. And your my Ghana they criticize. They man enkoyi. And the first say, if we are so, when you talk of a day, the first say, party politics, and our political party, be the one more, what division for the country, yes, for election. And oh yes, so said it to be all, and then you bore mine. It's in Yami. And the more would be MPP. Oh, yeah, I would be over here if you manifesto crack,
Former starting implementing.
Yes, say implementing, they say implementing. Your work and the was a year if you want. If you are not a coup for the year, Parliament can say no. A Minister for Finance, Yam Peno, any other. Also, Mr. Mora, what the woman or any may be a claim. And will be a chair who can say, oh, why should I never be a go? Well, you are a name at Danny say, eh, come on. No, I can say, oh. The crowd we are some baby.
Send over
Zadra.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
do you say now there's a finance minister and obeying a free?
Which me.
Oh, you need free.
Oh, to me, you need few. Because finance minister, to be very honest with you, Bitback as he was the financial officer.
I could find out
the party. One of finance BBR.
That's like 4 years here. Carlis or finance minister 6 years here. Caribbean, the open the trial who can be uncle.
Oh, everyone check out again.
And the next can also.
Oh, yes, to run a podcast and say, I got enough for more.
Obviously, by research, you need about $100 million to win a presidential elections in Ghana.
It's true. Democrat.
$100 million.
Oh, yes. Democrat.
Yeah, I don't know elections. Money, sir. Because you see, I mean, no can say delegates in my age now. You all charge us said good. Sika. Now, Kakra bit we can say. Who say a friend say NDC. One of our hallmarks, probity, accountability, and I did you. There's one here also. I just say, it is a. And social justice.
Social justice. It is a it is a PNDC tab. Yeah, PNDC hallmark. And a buyer and the best NDC. And the NDC started a partisan party politics. Now who's a money crashing. Oh, because political party, I wouldn't know, you know, so the secure room. No, they check out the MPP. Oh, if you use your more. Was on us out there, and it's so soon. Hey, why just what young trouble? Says I who said if you had one, if internal election crown. So, what to be a Jessica, no matter how, said they wish to be on. You, say, Sana, you are Sana Papa. That is the reason why we are all suffering. Because trouble one. Now, because of money, no. They are the square peg. A papa share around. Oh, yes.
Party, no,
that is how it is. That is how it is.
The know who say, Enquire the best candidate to win in by the Betty Jessica.
Oh, sir, it depends. What more age now? So, the chairmanship, who say the papa say, who get what? They are very outstanding.
Yes.
Apart from that,
I think me who I do say grass so on also contest from Bantama.
Apart from that, the bus secretaryship the partner or best at 9. Also, they are all very outstanding. Uber organizer, at least if Uber at 9 years, almost very outstanding. If you are now, I say, they are abandoned to be a fancy a boy. They are better to be a boy.
Now, to say, so far, by idea now also do a near security arrangements. Ya chadodo, baby, I started complaining. Hey, now I'm going to obey way. Oba so far organization now.
I'll speak in English.
Okay, go ahead.
I think my boss have said all. And it's the right thing. There's nothing I would say which will go against him. They are all in favor. So I will only say I don't have much. But we hope that Ghana will move forward after 2024 so that all will join and all will be happy.
collectively and then KMA. Complaints kakra wo ho. There now beka.
Kakbiano. Ni make sure say KMA can no ane fe garden city no. Asan ababio. I'm what to call so any ajehu e wo bia so.
Dr. Sapon Medasi. Company Medasi. All right. Dr. Samuel Sapon Amoten in Kano. Yaboma and 5G at the entire Gino, green tea, grapes, guarana, grapefruit, and ginseng. Now you have Bama as a ginseng or what? Yeah, we shall catch it. So who catch it and again, that's what boy Juma. Who say yes, why we 5G and what did Juma? Who we say man who cook on your Cosia Samoa. On my catch all say, all my boyfriends and non 5G. A jomu to miss you almost CPC ta. Just say, Anano Kuku anime didn't come off. Now, all 5G, send your man in Kulubianum, and I send you see to me, Jano, so no, and Yagro. 5G drink, run away, and one will be a anum beer. Now, I'll be the other say, yes, one of drink. The taste is good, and it's so smooth. Bomadina has opened those open to a friend 0246 270221 0246 270221. Sompa FM premise wa DC House Swami next to Shell filling station Honomo 0246 270221. Mizo fruit drinks. Mizo fruit drinks. And one will be a Swajia Tumu. Bomodi preservative will be any. Yamfa be to so mu. A thick and heavy fruit drink. Now mixed fruit today. Yow. Mixed fruit to Namidem Pool. Jeff. Mixed fruit, no.
Yes.
Light kakana. Tasting you good. A woman one say, coach say your. I'm a Mumbra Mizo. Mumbra Mizo. Oh, Basama Casabra into Mizo. Other ones are no more. Olu as a Asera as a Union. Most of that we cannot. Then come. Now minimum smooth.
Na mango no so unya ice cubes kakra. Na oh I got that I got out share no and our experience no share.
Oh yeah.
I can so I got that out share. Okay. I got that out share.
I cubes are edigu coke modigu other drinks.
But the mango ne dia dia cheyo.
What the cubes ni kuwa. Biso. Heavy. And no say no want to watch Netflix now.
Yes.
What is Netflix and now yes. Biso Christmas way and it's your wedding engagement adoring. What you penny for you? They are so cocksure. Now, it's a bit controversial, but let's look at it. List to be able to tell anymore. Me say list to be able to tell anymore. Now, a general mosquito list. Jeff, list of candidates are echo round. General mosquito, they are doing it regional basis. Yow, General mosquito free Bruno. Almost Obuyi Otokuno. Dr. Peter Boma Otokuno from Greater Accra.
Yes.
Dr. Catherine.
Peter Boma Otokuno will be their general secretary.
General secretary from Greater Accra.
Okay, say I say don't get here win. Like I say on the team no.
Dr. Catherine, former deputy women organizer no. Deputy General Secretary.
Okay, to Peter Boma Otokuno
from Greater Accra.
Okay.
And Kwame Zu from Ashanti region, Greater Accra.
Oh, okay.
From voter region.
Catch you so free voter region.
From areas too.
And I come is so free voter.
Very good. As deputies.
Oma deputize Peter Boamo to come no free Greater Accra. Okay.
Vice, national vice, no. Azoka.
Okay, so from Azoka, from the northern region. Okay.
Seriaite from
Greater Accra. Okay.
Habib, former vice chairman
from Central region. Yeah.
Tiemio.
Yes, sir.
And our national organizer, no. Almost all Upper West. Joseph Yami.
I'm the national organizer called Upper West. Joseph Yamin.
No day, deputy no. Ama Kobe Ballon.
Yeah.
Deputy organizer.
Kobe.
Only an incumbent deputy organizer. Also maintaining no.
Okay.
Kobe Ballon. Anna. Ele claim Kotoko.
Yes. Ele claim Kotoko. Yes.
Omo de ono voter in Accra.
Okay.
Of voter Sefia.
Okay. No about deputy.
Eno ye about deputy.
Yes.
Ena Malik Basanta, Savannah region. Communication no.
Yes.
Communication no.
Yes.
Almost say I claim Kotoko.
Yes. And I just say Sami Jemfi ko unopposed as communication officer of the party.
Now Mr. Rosa and Shada Kokuba in Waka.
Okay, because Kokuba is so called as deputy. Or say contest.
My investigation reveals almost 12 years in here.
Nani Pafo from Ra.
Ele claim any Malik Basanta.
Okay.
Malik Basanta Savannah.
Yeah, that young man so see a very vibrant yes, Malik, and very vocal
and Akogan.
Yes, Godwin Akogan say Hodida. Almost say maintaining no.
It is here the danger is Kokuba in way I'll be in a free. Kokuba
be free. And I say Ashanti region.
Yeah, a list. But where a lister?
A general there.
I told you I see general mosquito list in here.
I say general there. General we near
say general we near
line ato.
Anna Otokuno we near general be winning.
Okay.
So way omu baba kukura in the Asamaba.
Inti Elvis free ankra ewo here ewo for some for line ne mwana. Okay.
But
no dey say na akamba so for some for.
Akamba so
for some. So akamba so for some line.
And as a siano Fifi Kotefia be and as original content.
Okay, now say
onu say almost say mistake channel and any dimina entimi ma party no come no
access
akrache
several and they think
the General Secretary don't be chief executive officer of the party. It was a one from Nipano or to set the aircraft. He should have access to you.
Yes.
It is yes. It is receiving no. It is a sad the neighbor pet na ya kwa hajine.
And only idea you see omudi 8 Fifi Kote.
Should be a grounds person.
Very grounded.
Because he comes out as somebody. He was the communication officer.
Yeah, then propaganda.
That time, propaganda secretary. Oh yeah. Okay. Serious, no?
Yes. Or see your friend say.
Before we are gonna go doing that issue,
setting the record straight.
Yes, he became very popular.
Very powerful.
And the crowd can't hold a man who win a applause.
Yes.
But then they know.
2 terms and now the 200.
And they know Otukono is seen as somebody or a grassroots more than any other.
Someone you said don't get your deputy.
I said ironically so time Elvis say director of election no now ono Eli Clem Fred Agbenyo and Elvis recruit you move the ejuma.
Okay,
so today even though I'm deputy general secretary for say don't get every so boy.
Every Sakola is
Okay. Wow.
I had to say, Mama Yargane, the late hour. Ogede Yaku.
Politics
how interesting the city
Awa Yakubu was singled out as MPP. All the rest of the family NDC.
Yes.
It's in Oba and Onya more support of than Awa Ogede Yakubu.
But Akota, delegates, pick signals be from Legon. Now, the attendance unsa contest na ba be C for C and J for C. Now, minimara, say either J for C and answer C for C. But my sources just say J for C. And upon the obvious splash 3,000. Yes. No, and upon it was 4,000 rather. Yes. 4,000. 4,000.
And I
call delegates no.
Hey.
Na I say omoba froba sabana. And no say another say 2,000 B.
I say
almost is from. And a G for C so no. And 3,000 so.
87.6.
Hey. It is C for C cost 6,000. And a J for C
echo 7,000.
How many scan way? Oh, what could I say? So we contesting for national chairman
about building networks
of the party in waiting.
Look,
say
and they depend on. First of all, so always of Sompa.
Yeah.
Look, he's built himself up from being a DC member of parliament, minister of local government. He's been regional minister, and then the biggest one became a board chairman for Ghana Ports.
Yes, Ghana Ports and Harbors.
Our links, yes. And what do you say?
And I said,
as a general secretary for 60 years, don't forget that Tanyana Mama be president.
Yes.
With that board. And aside that, who's the general secretary? So about appointment, any business, over fund, so building business that I said, one woman. Now, problem. Yes, someone conform a support you.
And I contact my main for way so say. From Enrana Joe Asadbe 2A Medibesiano Peno, I am told to say about 90% of the NDC MPs Akwakoye Yibima in support of Ora Johnson Dunketia.
90%.
About 90% of the NDC MPs from Enrana Joe. Yes. And I am reliably informed they say the minority leader in the person of Haruna Idrisu donate 100,000 Ghana cedis at the Mercy Dunketia in support of the campaign.
MPs supporters
because they have influence.
Yes.
On delegates
constituencies.
From the region, because constituencies.
When he is member parliamentary service board, they see him as their own.
And I am told to say Enrana Joe, it was led by the speaker himself. Speaker name, yes. And yes. And Yibima in support of General Dunketia campaign, and the minority leader donate 100,000 Ghana cedis at the support too. I said Dunketia who say baby Edruno Omono say you're someone of Sompa for a well resource because we a businessman, the positions be our holding near their day, we are well connected, a bus liquider. Ubenya kakra asin general
general.
Yes,
but also the general
delegates no so some more can say general there. Oh, you're perfect for the chairmanship position. No mom, they say she a dame. I say don't get here. I say she a dame.
Your principle say, may the Sikani Mawa, na me say, Echina Buba Saba say, Mama wa, Onye.
He's an event or a banker. He's an investor.
So someone said, "Yeah,
Saki.
Hey, Saki.
Sauko Pesca was a brand
Some packet of Freata.
Some packet of Freata on also. Yetuana Sopana
Some pass at Tepe.
Mano Sompa
Abnado for
Debbie. Sompa
Sibochi.
Okay. One more can you be any? I can overreact.
The longest serving Ghana finance minister.
And never be desired. Professor, oh, Mammy, Yammy crazy. Stalwarts,
top.
But my answer the dynamics. Why would you think, sir, delegates, dear no more said to get them into Mekase for elections? And right here, post you know, across almost massa election, no power in the airport, general echo, power in the airport, on bomb so for swamp of the airport, on the airport, who know, yet Timmy Conning chain, and send a new of the memo, or friend 90 times, or very 10 or call. There are certain attributes with all of them. The internal officer delegates, no, they will go for Ebia, a say Dunketia, and not of a swamp of, or of a swamp of, and not a say.
We're starting for the reason why I'm for. I say Dunketia. Also, Emrebia party, Emrebia, and a Kuna will determine the kind of leaders. Also, Washa 2020. The way I know MPP called Buga is the first time MPP have done that. MPP and NDC fans in MPP they see in the history of the Fourth Republic. 2020 and also baby okra ballot box issue crowd to say gidi then the MPP before the didn't patapa. Yes, Oman Jones oh yeah the ana ya cratchy for. Now they realize that hey MPP before certain profile members are cratchy what would they cratchy not to channel they did patapa win election yeah. Emre we no opusapofo omo mo kofa sen gada so opusapofo no o nyame sem party politics so there ene ede ni patapa ene ede gi to me enti omo fu say edu pepe so o be hia obi say asiedu ketia no omo dem so no de o ye patapa wo de si o de besi onsro de besi bia wo kro onsro o ye archbishop said 20 na mo bakra ontie and omo say emre ye ko 2024 no even though Niama and Shadan Koi and your better, sir, and almost here will be our full say. Nipano, or bet me and making sure, say, and found your Bessie, or bet Janasa Fineni, and making sure, say, I buy a bet to Biano. Say, Bassa, the Dibe Fema, or also the Dibe Fem. Boot for boot, no. Almost full say, or no, Anna, or was I near Dino? I said, Ketiano. Aside that, was almost full say. Why are you just for 16 years? No, well, who a sin Tony, Bibia, and that's why the last one, Sebasa, yeah, quite, be Sisaniama, Yas, who be a film. A quite a day before the first one, I did 2 minute film, Sema, or no general, no, the best person.
Ne expose ya by meeting your koya, and now can say, and yet a leaked tape. And Commando dear, and one continue to who say it was a strategy to date of a swamp of one because above from Ghana for say tape will be a leaky. I said, yeah, yes, of a soca. But prior to that, not for some of our interview, and Ocasa say, you can't your quality resource, and I say, the one who takes charge of elections are a general secretary. So why are they blaming me? The people who said that in a subtle manner and also better who said a strategy to let delegates know say it was one of a costly woman.
A strategy. Oh yeah, the lunch, you know. The time general lunch the campaign. Or can say, yeah, fat to me and Mobia Sebu or no ever year to ama the opponent. So ultimate obi Kasape is GDS could be our opinion and I coffin because BBS in the last election almost GDS said in commodity because so information be free chairman or echo alleged echo and before What do you say? Anti yentimi any obi ye kwako na jumedi de sum ase strategy ne ma ye no na ye nyina na ye opone no ehu anti mo here obi te say me a media mo nim say mentimi ton party da no kra me na meka no. That's yes, because of that I believe he said or no so the right chairman for the party and Ohusheswa excuse me.
All right.
What do you say? Ahead of this particular election, I did back general lunch. Shalabi. I'm going to your mama. Is it not tell you something?
Okay. All right.
An introduction when it comes to the media circles and in Ghana here. Yaw, Akwaba. Then bomb to say. Now, so far, what do I need to do for my overcast arrangement? If you complaining, say, yeah,
well, I think the timetable has been released. It's in the time now with the Ashisheno. If it's running behind time, then we should give them pressure. Not, things get underway. But obviously, from Qatar, this is a different environment. Minya flights in Nigeria, but I had to be here because not just Congress, but the Ghana Olympic Committee, so your Congress, and then yeah, so I have 2 reasons to be in. Back in and out, right? Bukum Boxing Emporium, and so I'm just getting a feel. Good to see my brother, Jeff. There were other issues I may discuss it. And I face football issues. I've met a lot of people who are football people here, also in politics, just to catch up. And for me, I'm coming to learn. I mean, it's been a while I attended a congress, but the media coverage, I'm very impressed. I'm learning a lot. And I'm happy that Ghana, we're evolving. There's maturity. The numbers doesn't mean say quality no dwindle. I've just been walking through and looking at the coverage. Very, very impressed. That for me is a bonus already.
Say your big brother, the campaign.
Definitely you'll be involved 1 or 2.
Yeah, from a distance, Menino communicating, and to the best of my knowledge, it's on course. If you're talking about political strategists in Ghana, his name you cannot mention them without Elvis Free Ankra, and without stretching it, obviously, he's learned at the feet of the revolutionary Rollins. He's learned from Atta Mills, may his soul rest in peace, may their souls rest in peace. He's learned a lot in opposition as a student leader, SRC president, Tamoya SRC president. Now, Haruna Idrisu was the NUGS president. So you see where they are coming from. Oshe trajectory now.
Leadership roles, no?
And he's a people's man. I think he learned a lot from the late Rollins. He's also humble. He learned a lot from, Atta Mills and the current flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama. So, over those qualities, and he's able to communicate beyond the comfort zone. Language-wise, he's able to communicate in many languages. Region-wise, he's been through all the regions several times over, in government, in opposition. So I think, sir, on paper, on merits, he's the best candidate. But we are in a state or in a society where the best team or the best candidate doesn't always win. And the way Brazil started, Obian himself Cup, no. But they met Croatia, and that was it. And Croatia too, they are out. So sometimes on the day and now your campaign, you've got to get it right. People may know you are the best, but they need to be reminded. And some of the candidates may not readily be convinced for different reasons. This is politics. There's a lot of persuasion with water, with biscuits, with whatever it is. But But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So being the best candidate does not automatically grant you that position. You've got to work hard for it, and hopefully, the strategies that he is, why the homework. But let's see what happens. But on paper, he's the best.
You just came, I know. Osha World Cup, you've been to a lot of World Cups. Would you say Qatar has been different? Ebi Mukase, because it was within an enclave, traveling here and there, and spectatorship, and no send you out there. Qatar, as compared to Russia, Brazil, South Africa, what can you say? What at the end of what different now Qatar?
This match, Morocco. I cannot talk without mentioning Morocco. Whether they beat Croatia or not, for me, they are the team of the tournament. There was not a match that Morocco flopped. Tactically, you may get things wrong, but every match they went for it. They knew how to set up, and they've been able to get Africa an extra slot, at least for the next World Cup. Organization. My first World Cup experience was TV3, 98. Fifi Bansi, yes. But physically, 2002, Nambi BBC, Japan, Korea. Then 2006, Germany, right, South Africa, Brazil. We didn't qualify for Russia, but I had the opportunity to pass through. So, without a doubt, Qatar has been the best World Cup, even though we have a couple more matches to go. And the one simple fact is that the work of a journalist, they made it so easy. They made the work of, hotel, 5G, stadium, 5G, transportation, free, metro, bus. I mean, to make sure you do your work well, they made sure you are okay. And I didn't have any problems with accreditation, with no issues. They seized one of our cameras because we didn't properly identify it. Almost easy airport. But once I did the paperwork, they released the camera to me. And the people of Qatar, fantastic. Once you stay in your lane, you respect the rules, you are good to go. And I'm so impressed. And I think, sir, those who are campaigning that the World Cup should not go there, they should bow their heads in shame. Yes, I'm mistaken now. We will never know. Qatar, they've been fantastic hosts. And it's also an example of Qatar first. I think the first comment by some connoisseurs was that they are not serious. They are not serious. How can you host a World Cup? But then they're almost done. And it's been almost perfect. So sometimes when we hear about someone negatively, I say, let's find out from my own experience. Then we make judgment. So, I'm very happy with this World Cup. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I see you doing Kisano Havana.
When it came about for Sompa,
General Sedu Katia, and Boakye Ewahano, Oshanebata carry as usual, and a near my boom, and I just said, Oba, na Wasaniche, or Frabasroa, na Osha crowd na, Nipanin also there, and so General Sedu Katia, a man in Sasso. Oman and Sasso. Nipadom Nyama, Afena. Osha Park and the Swat delegates no Eremu Ban or Moba. Our motor Santry reaching Bia Airco. Yow General Ba, or the Batakariaba. The Batakarina Putania. Where latest one?
Parliament,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't understand about that is how you make his
Yes.
What's all 2008 Saturday no said the call electoral commission Oprumo asamo kwa ofri say
and now you sure say Oprumo asamo ba
and
akota and ese do ketia wo kon kese
oh yes
because nipa na oba ba gini position every nsem no
onna better
stop
very strong
and
only na started from the scratch
they were in parliament together
yes and oma ba na Uja position ho na oba ba gini every nsem na e yo kon kese na general
for Sompa for here the longest serving
yes
Ashanti region and mosquito
sound
general Tanasi we are memo another list be APA from Ashanti region caucus
the sound of Ashanti region
Ashanti region for no so sani e ba NPP conference na obekaya Ashanti region for koye bargain bi
that's right
no go bargain bi
with Greater Accra
ebi assess wa
you am shamola sawa ebia
sense wa ha say Ashanti region here bargain
anyway
omni Greater Accra bargain
say from my
say Greater Accra omni Ashanti region ka bo omni general say dun kete eba but omni ma general secretary most of the delegates are coming from
the Boakye
yes
Greater let's say Elvis strong say Elvis Fafri Asante
that's why I vote Ashanti
Ashanti region to my Elvis
yes
it's almost the general yes support me the general aba
Ashanti region to Mawa
yes come block 47 constituencies ne come block so
and that's strong
and basa ne aba organizer no so no Yamin Hubeka yes one person maintaining Joshua Amidu Akamba
Ashanti region
yes
maintaining Akamba
yes one maintaining Akamba
okay Ashanti region no Yamin ni dinye de don't say one support to Nanakwesi
yes
but even though Nanakwesi susu play for Sompa but Ashanti region has defied Nanakwesi's candidate
abota yebeba ha no from Thursday ni besi enra there's another group of NDC constituency chairman on a press conference numbering about 28-30 and declare almost support for General Esiedun Ketia. After first one no mudi kan ye no 38 and declare ma over Sompa na enra Thursday ni enra ebia from 30 and declare na just aka 17 pe basa so na last minute so no dangerous. So last minute no dangerous. And then surprises speed. Yes. So
and your scientific general secretary.
Yes.
Just like MPP here and so
yes.
And don't forget say look in the history of the NDC. They don't have the general secretary for Ashanti. Who do Yaya edit 2 term Dr. Okay and Niama Dosiaye Naseba issue then visiting your deputy Bobe active before I got to Ketia Bana and see that Ketia been the one so Ashanti look for NDC Omunya delegates and is better power. Do you know what it means? NDC Papa na Ashanti we Obia you bet me call the for opportunities in a general secretary.
Ashanti region ni NDC general secretary for 2024.
Yes.
Ashanti, papa the free voter, and all the voter and the crown.
They can enclave yet. And omudi ejade and asante susudi and ade it ono no board no to make us say me free asante free voter what I say go me ma me free asante me papa free voter ko baby aye je no so otimi di ade wo baby a enti
very interesting dynamic very interesting dynamic
across sports stadium. Yes.
Trading no emba super.
And so far, Nia said, oh yeah. Oh yeah, free mu cry a fifi kote. I said yes. Oh yeah, free mu pa.
They say, put here from her. Almost say fifi kote was so no. Yes. Almost seven years.
I can't say no.
Party seven. Also, before Baba contested for such position, and so you'll be an ordinary party for Brano. Almost to be power, my dear. Yes, but almost on teaching so.
Yes, on teaching so.
There is language barrier. I can see. You are a nigga now. We are executive now. Teaching
yes, except for the past 1 month, what try as a chino. I'm Deputy Asante Regional Communications Director Omra na the Omode Maya no
trade you know and no credible trade about
yeah it is a trade me possible Asante Region
over trade
hey at this money greater trading come on
if I show you
money come bia it's why I'm to abanama why I'm to
chairmanship need the man now answer okay mommy I don't want to pass answer chairman the answer
okay there
never know muka general secretary first one now that number 1 oh no obey minister da sports ya na muni na na ye amane ko Brazil by obedu ye to committee mani be suye and just imagine say last 2 elections I put here I go jack court na say o tell papa go to court to them na dey ye be prince to na ni su open ni say ba on be kasa no
baba mo kasa down now no committee it's been vindicated
Sadia way, I have said it and I'll say it again. I was fortunate and privileged to be part of the committee for 2014 World Cup. Yeah? And see that the 4th Republic, Ayanya minister, who has been personally able to raising millions, not from state coffers for the first time. Secondly, I'm not here to challenge the record. Secondly, for the purpose of the discussion, there are things I will not disclose, but off record, I'll tell you that I know personally. His issues were beyond what happened in Brazil. Were political issues. What are you saying? There were people around the president. I've said this in our conference. I've said that sometimes, and you be behind the Etimiaka because of what we do. But I'm saying that I will not mention them, but I know the 4 names. Who still does not even want him to win the general secretaryship? Because I have power play issues.
Because of future.
They say the 2 power play. And listen, Elvis, Haruna Idris. This thing started and so I'm saying that in as much as issues about Osu, Sebe Osu, there are several reasons why Bema Besu. When we carried people to Brazil last minute when he didn't know, but he was coming from place above him, like maybe before he cut idea. They are blaming you for Bibia. It doesn't mean that it's a weakling. Every man, like Yesuka, every man in one way or the other, there will be a time when you go to that. Now, no, so I saw them. Party no na form for neka obo be okosu dia say ya court mienu atwasu ada bia e betra na pinch bia ma calculator ada tin e ba court ada tin e and then na say asem one what man be ya no obesu na ya boye second one so as you obi a wo boy party pa in terms of fifty kote propaganda your boy ST record straight obeye minister obeye MP edu ba bi na ne kropọ hwe na omuto omuhu no o fe na omuso onfa o hwe na ohu no ubusa na so o hwe na ohu mi ahu mi poster ohu mi edu bi edu ni enya leader o accessible leader o hwe na be hu no leader o tip grassroots that sem. At what time my grassroots no? On your big man sem. Are you ready to work for the party? So what here? There was a sister phobia. Our mom was in between mom. I don't tell you not to have issue. We know about them. Ocean Juman never say me a driver and walk a call a crack tamale boko nearby. Not a mate need to maintain. They got a type fire, but maybe I waste taxi or coffee. We tank a fire at the airport. So what I can want you, man. Say, General Secretary, say, or Park of Chairman. We'll be out trying to answer for the last 4 years. Now, the one meeting doctor, Mebana Bosso, Otukono, Dr. Buama, Otokuno, and what I made one ambassador say, it's my dear Wayama party, who's the NDC? Yeah, the whole Africa, and then South Africa, everyone know the party school. Party school near Debia, or your training, and more communicators, constituency executive.
This is 93.1 FM. This is 93.1 FM.
93.1 FM. Asantima Anyade.
This is Sompa 93.1 FM. This is Sompa 93.1 FM.
Ça me fait beaucoup pleurer, ça me fait si mal, mon cœur a toujours saigné, ça me fait si mal, ça me fait beaucoup pleurer, ça me fait si mal, l'Afrique doit se réveiller, quand je pense qu'aujourd'hui, en Afrique on se détruit, tandis que les puissances rient. Elles aiment nous voir désunis et ça me fait si mal, ça me fait beaucoup pleurer, ça me fait si mal, l'Afrique doit se réveiller, écartons les fauteurs de troubles et ces barrières qui nous entourent, faisons taire un peu les canons, s'entretuer n'est pas la solution et ça me fait si mal, ça me fait beaucoup pleurer. Ça me fait si mal, l'Afrique doit se réveiller. Les foyers de tension se multiplient, les orphelins se multiplient, les armes se multiplient, les guerres s'amplifient, les morts se multiplient. Nos pleurs s'amplifient, nos dettes se multiplient, la misère s'amplifie, les réfugiés se multiplient, désespoir amplifié. Ça me fait si mal, ça me fait beaucoup pleurer, ça me fait si mal, l'Afrique doit se réveiller, ça me fait mal.
This is Sompa 93.1 FM.
Ça me fait mal. Oui, ça me fait mal. Les foyers de tension se multiplient, les orphelins se multiplient, les armes se multiplient, les guerres s'amplifient, les morts se multiplient, nos pleurs s'amplifient, nos dettes se multiplient, la misère s'amplifie, les réfugiés se multiplient, désespoir amplifié. Ça me fait mal. Oui, ça me fait mal. Ça me fait mal. Ça me fait mal.
started your trade. Said they now work. Some may say a lot of trade.
They see trading now, cost
93.1
FM. Yes, can't say more trading. Yes, I mean. What's saying, Yanuque? Now, I feel country. Somebody, mammy, somebody, about check. Madam Baby Sama from Paul, a former regional minister, Okasama Euro for Sompa.
93.1 FM. Santima and Yadia.
What are Roma? A form to say. A coye pa. What can say coye pass and say?
Driver, not only baby, uncle. Now what drive ye? Not on for now. Yes, it's a driver. I say so. Yes, it's a winning team. Or chairman, someone over some performance. And in last 4 years, already a dear any party name.
Oh, 2018, no.
2018, I'm a permanent. The 2020 election. On this team, you know, couple with you on my name. And the results of the buyer. I didn't say, son. Of if you are by idea, to show young President John Dramani, Mamma, you know, and this going on. Then go to our back.
93.1 FM. Santima and Yadia.
And I know no so etumi kutetio with akukudra. Ye kunko for our bonaha for region. Ama ye nipa NDC nipa and watche at all ye no. Sa akukudru for annoy general secretary in Norway. Sena obetumi aye. Aje sa anko for ye. Ah no betumi kutetio. Aje sa nipa watche ewu wobonaha for region. And a 1 year dia. And another time no. Na ompese John Mama win elections no. And na me ni ebinom aya join say General Secretary no ompese John Mama win it because no oya kukudru fo ampa otumi oye jata aye sebo se ne okan ese se okunje wom ana otena ho ama ono ani krombuna ha for region enipa nwoche atoye adia ene now I'm afraid say Ghana any NDC Kotoba Man General Secretary ya ye mistake papa Chairman Samuel of Sompa na kuku
Sompa FM ya boy ya back Sompa
93.1 FM Santima and Yadia. 93.1 FM Santima and Yadia.
Nam Dodwan Senkwan. Enuntina Vodafone assistant red office numu. Emma Okwanyama wa friend network bia. Kasasa. Asayama data mohomo. Na fe. Utumi top bundle power dofo. Anase. Top bundle ahodo bia. Wupe. Won shimu bia.
Successful leader.
200 hashes.
Ana onye okukudrufwa. Ofo say. One more no mo sha asie enkete nko obedu sabri. Ono ojo. But we strategy. Or the D Nanso with innovation. Or the D Nanso Otumika Nipafua. Politics is about numbers. Okwanya Obafaso, Nia Ubatu, Ubashasu ye, Namasadi be Abekam. Chairman Samuel of Sompa for Nisu, Nebai, Nade ye, and then a hunim, and strategies are one. Ghana for a yashise leader. Obeka John Mama hu. Na Ghana for a genatum. Na obi biara nka onye NDC neno. Wabeka NDC hu. Ama ya build our nation Ghana. Sa Ghana for epe okukudru for a washe batakeridia. Kamijidi yese senior MP Ghana for Shisha, and Ghana for Chitio, and the Akokuma Ekufuado, etu na banda good dada. But Ghana pe, Obia, or yet, or didn't. Yam Papa, Unifier, and Kabomene, Chairman Samuel of Sompa, at the woman Yina Beba, and me abe Yejuma. President John Dramani Mama
Katiase college sem I am kaso no na college a oditu nanso so kofa obi bra ne me ya nipa akofa ne ba ya chairman ne de ba ya o ye 5 constituency o ti masin akrase afei kofa legonfo abetna obehye ya okodru e hono mo ne yemfa en pinchi tinkwa ontimi amfamba
Medanse
so the MPP for bo if one of the on top party no see JD no onye
Medanse our question no me start if you on top party no anti sesana General Mosquito e kandia first no na me nyi ni say General Mosquito
our babo
say ono na e ka sadia say General say Ofosuam for Cotton Party na ma NPP dia Bisa General Mosquito in the campaign for any say any party meeting now. You record of a Sompa for I do got Toma MPP for Emma Omo doctor tape no Emma of a Sompa for Aqua to and pray at your song and yet children. Why na hello Delegates in here for question maybe Sunday say yam Papa Johnson say do nketia I say Chairman Samuel of Sompa for 1 year Juma party Juma 30 good years all positions where they been on was I MP da on any na parliament say of Sompa for ne wabedane MPP ni na say party NDC party meeting meeting national executive meeting na say ya record of Sompa for akotoma MPP for na ya dey of Sompa for Gina court 70 times or that's why Gina court momisa general I say don't get ya say and any leader or can national executive committee no one or record of Sompa for asam no etiefo any delegates nyina befa afei so yamra womo amfa data ama omo anyewe medanyame asese General Mosquito agi atomo se womo election directorate no ehye na se ono anso ana sign letter edema yeni abema graphics graphics be ye IT director enti se wonim se nipa no omo ne homoden na wa sign letter amano na yesi performance enfie 9 want to me ankasa nipa yi onya de enti me yi na di because one was an appointment letter mano what na wa manadu elections afa na wo be yi ade ase over Sompa for there and na general one san kono mbra biem me mpese meka sa tape no ho asem efise yen C4C campaign no ye discipline team ye leader say pese NDC mo beche pese obekasa efise okoyine die ba e the party no mo nchiche beba ono die ne obetoye no wa hyeso amene yet opposition so ye was speaker of parliament yes yet opposition so MPC nyina no ye ne womo di ade no ye were 137 MPP funds were 137 yet to me aye kabima minka bi wa parliament Chairman Samuel of Sompa for wa share Emma one na yenu no mo edi dem no the whole world NDC nkwane party ye war officer ye de amma wo mo a wo mo edi dem efi se o wogide bi se wadi dem wani afra wonan ya wo ya enkyere se woni adwen a wo de beboa Ghana the whole world this is the first time under chairman Samuel Ofosampofo enti details of the tape no menka enkoho if you say your leader say your mpesa party no mo beche enti mamuama no oh leader around chairman Samuel Ofosampofo around around
chairman no dey
around enche bia wo bete se okasa
you right so get your pay
no problem
crowd no na nya go
enye dede o ne ade to abo delegates ni nim se Ghana for chain leader obetumi aka wo nyina abom na watai John Mamechi na ye nyina aka bom politics are numbers enti si ahwehwe bi afie kire dia ane na the leader number 3 C4C Chairman Samuel Ofosampofo and SSA to Abaman.
So conscious
of course I am very confident as a spokesperson and then as a former DC and as a former deputy minister and as a former regional minister and as a PC and as a parliamentary candidate for 3 times in hardcore area in Eastern region. I know what I'm talking about. We want NDC's growth to move forward. Now we want people to come and join us so that together we can build our nation. Atrona woman say Ofosampofo and say your friends MPP ni evidence ban no mo dey ban. So much to me the evidence ban na me mekwa ko gina ho am I withdraw Ofosampofo FE racing. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. I will need to grab Omanhene Yaw, yeah, we know we are. I will come here, give glory to God, and thank you. Sabri, me da delegates in Nase, but a way, and Atoye, and Fifini, and baby Piara, north to south, west and east. We appreciate you, we thank you. A C for C until he is declared the winner, the retained. Don't be relent. Please let's ensure that we vote C for C. A chairman you can believe in. A chairman we all trust. A leader we trust and believe. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.
Omanhene, your first time of seeing me.
Hi.
Anamiba.
Hi.
What was a man?
All right, love you too. That's right.
Organizer no ba ku bi ba e no so e captain e go dwim sana onye captain am ya bo ye wo aya wa so e ma
say you captain no onye captain na I don't know my friend the captain
tire say ni wo fa bi na ya me di too eji odi e campaign sa
awa mo je o dem say
e je ya bu ye wie ye na ye hu ye no e ni ebusa no ebusa ya go hwe sa ye so onye captain e ko ma so je ni bi kwa de ni bu kura fu ye enti bo fu ye no nze no ze wa akeka no wa asamba enti na me se ba bi adu asanche region ye hwe se ye de Isefia mi beba Isefia mi wa ebida say nzo no Atlantic Achim Central and Atlantic Achim South ye registration in 2015-2016 ye do ba bi na obekona ye challenge amonfo ye Isefia mi ko pie ho and a challenge me omo tutu ni akuye and I challenge obi ere registration so as an DCMC grant me may easy for no some of the areas they do baby as something they mu here dey no when you pie ho a Joseph Yami nya pie ho a do ye bia na obi aka me down it is how be ma bi sa na ehia no so be deep party nanim as organizer because on no tactical man obehwe ama obi o youth no awura party nim ebi ehia bia chese echa hodensam eche ni edensam o mebo ama party na kona nim enya ba ko na o ye golf captain
obi se Ghana for do na Ghana for anymore se ntoaba mo bia o ye ni edensam o ye ebia akakabensam
me bacho akakabensam there is too harsh a word onya akakabensam mo se ye obema ni obema Who say me jina say me sorry jina who say ya. Who do say me bema. I say and say ya kepo jesi o kepo so. Tama ya ka say omumpia bonten na yentu aba no. Ena no obi pie na nsa go wo obi fe. Obi pie na nsa go wo obi ani. Enti o jai me mpesa ye fa konya ni si ye yenye se. Ena si ya mo ka no. Eno de say na enye me masem no mo che. Ya o bema ne bema. Sazie. Bema bi wa on kasa. Onu on so wa but wu na think bema nie. Tactically sound again all day back on board no. Am ye dey adwuma no. Ena mfe ne bema. Sazie because why you be that? Oh, not just a niadio, not just a kakabin samo. They hear Obia tactically Obama youth they see someone in him. My branch executive, my constituency executive, my parliamentary candidate, and I'm the regional executive. My grow through the party. And to me, Obia, what grows some year? No man because you say Satani Pacolu piano, that's baby. Mesumia a product of that. And to me, this is only a pusina about what party no because we share. We shall last election organization here man from. And you want to say it's because elections war. I was so now about 10 years younger day you retreat. Okay, you organize and come to my pamaya. Okay, organize and consider organize it. Says it. Yes, you are Tatima, the CA. You organize a papa or organize me a Jumano. Party a Jumano above on the book at 1 channel. What I got at 1 channel, you need somebody who better tactical discipline as a footballer. You need to be tactical discipline. As a Obia will defend it. Unya give a drink a crabia. Because go now, Peba will defend it. If you can't be a buyer and I what the corner of a set. Yes, I lead us out, Obama defend you. I'm say in case opportunity come, near go counter back, near go send near very last. Sally than the beer do no. One said, I don't go for on the only some more kind of the BM, yes, presented to I am holding accountable and say, or say, I will only hand over to MPP government. I don't know if I saw Kasa.
It is my desire to hand over to an MPP candidate.
I said,
it is my desire. I said, I am a person. I am a person. It's a bit why I say, and you can't afford pay. Okay, so I said, I will come here. And I said, yeah, or car say, Obama economy, national economy, Napijano economy. And there's all, yeah. That will see your can be out here. No. As I said, you can be any economy. I friend, I will say the word I can convince you too much. Maybe you using the same for the president. That you may say, I can convince them of a car. I was a too big a word. I shouldn't use it. But you're using it for the president, which is also wrong. You should also retract that because my car, I was a too big.
Last elections here. We see Techiman's out here. 8 April. Nothing has been said about it. Human rights from work room. I suffer for judges from work room. As someone on my car found, they have said nothing about it. I did be sometimes for our young politics because we share. The young politicians and you may say yes. That's a ultimate Bambe Casa, Papa Bian, the good people of Ghana, and Kasimbia, Bama Kuma Toya, and my own said yes, and was a mistake or something. Not a Bia, when you have people no Munuja. I'm so catch them. I'm what kind of watch or bet you be Kakra, and to what J be Kakra, and to some upon what I said to one Jim Bicacrano. On no occasion, baby Bia. Oh, you can say, and this Libya relax, say, Yapania to a belly the Biania, the Biasa, a beer to be leader. Owosa ahwodin bi leader o di revolution ni bi di leader onim se du ba bia wunya so pempem niema wo piapia niema siye na wa de wo de anya bichi sa leader no me hu bi wo se fiame me hu bi wo Peter Bo mo tuko no mu o ka say we asante region tama e ka say be ye registration yeah fancy we ye ka say be ye demonstration police work dey injunction by Peter Bo mo tuko no by no say I'm not even financial name this day because I'm not say you should give a notice before you go for events with demonstration. I'm not notice. It's in Yasham the free quarter but trash. But the team war in front of police one anymore. And you call we know you call events with a demonstration without police. The successful one will be Pianobia. It is any person here because you know you about very relaxed. We can be a ground now, what can now Una? As I'm at
Evra, our customer for Sompa, excellent delivery. Otie Kamal, so what finding in our the delegates no fees or Monshe. Mammy too.
But I think that look, truth be told, in terms of party, although it's good soccer, he's gone through the mill to a certain level, better to us if that's his ambition. But in fact, if you look at Sompa Fune as but if somebody has served the party through and through to the top, there is rather for Sompa. Because he not only start from branch, but he was national organizer, the national organizer of your party. He's the longest serving. He rose to become a vice and then became a national chairman. So Bassa Obia Onim party structure from the grassroots. I mean, in fact, he did not just become an MP like Aksiriga, he was even a DC before he became a member of parliament for Fantiakwa, then Fantiakwa North. Okay, Amankwa Siama and Akwajo, Kwajo 2004 and Amankwa Siama Betulu. So he lost those elections. So if you look at someone like Uzambofo or Yobia, he's gone through the party structures and the mill and at the party. In fact, he joined this party at a very young age and I will go through. Asiedu, when he come to the party level, what made him the general secretary? What do I say? And I want to establish the longest serving also. Yes.
Because it come he had Rawlins's backing.
Yes.
Over to stalwarts.
What do I say?
Over Samoa, Francis Asiamo,
Kwekuba, the second vice at that time. And I'm for me, the Democratic Freedom Party.
Yeah.
That one, that unfortunately, every day hotel Saturday. And so he had that backing from the former president, the late President Rawlins. And about establishing it. And has built a very good constitution and has done a good job also because they came to power. President Mills, we need power. And because he was the general secretary, he did a good job. President Mills, and he's winning power 2008, taking over from MPP. And so he's done a fantastic job. And also, his former president, John Dramani Mahama, so he was able as general secretary to make sure that two presidents were elected.
Yeah.
Even though Becca said president, one president Mahama had same one term. But the point is that as a general secretary, he saw through two presidents. And no, huge because party don't want to general secretary. Now, chairman, the strategy, any different plots of making sure say general secretary organize and so for me, I believe that the delegates want MDC to come to power come 2024. And Omanhene MPP so and the kind of Stephen Tim is a tough, very tough chairman. Very tough chairman. He knows that said even the NDC Stephen Tim know the NDC than Freddie Blay. Stephen Tim, the late one of the finest law doctors, PhD holders, lecturers. Niama Dosiaye, the late. The problem is Stephen Tim. The suspension and so the NDC are going to open some election. Look, they're also looking at when the MPP are elected, especially as the chairman. The chairman and team, or you're deadly in terms of strategy and operation. Even how to covert and get information from NDC. So ultimately, my NDC general secretary at that time, yes, suspended information there.
$4,000.
Because that is also up a car. And so the upper some elect to be knowing very well the threat coming from opposition NDC, MPP then come the chairman of elected. So that is why some of them will be talking about the friends general. As in about before, you have or you're cool son or you're very intelligent and very sharp. Also, be the way you're or you're meticulous. Be on your butre and sana. Be the son of city. But for some people, you're very deep and you're a very intelligent person. And who may hear so bad tough or tough. Sanot here. Onya Obi are reacting quickly to everything. He think through Onya Butre, I convince and Sana. So these two candidates, for me, what it's important, and say, whoever they elect, my biggest problem, because the Rollins factor was there. So in 2002, this is not the first time this is having this big shots. I mean, none of these two is anywhere close to Alhaji Muhammad Idris. None of them. In the scheme of NDC, none of them. So, Obeda Sama, okay, it was 2 votes. Obeda's 2002 chairmanship, Obeda Sama and Alhaji Muhammad Idris. And you can imagine how close that was. And you are talking about Obeda Sama, the longest serving foreign minister, and Zambia Attorney General Minister of Justice. Or you're close to the caucus of Rollins until President Mills issued Dubai. We led to Dr. Kodu Bemo, Chuchi Pokumu, and Guzitano forming the Reform Party. So these two stalwart, Muhammad Idris Ukai was a Lieutenant Colonel Usuye Interior Minister Koy. Muhammad Idris became the next Interior Minister. So and Omu are very close to the Rollinses. And so for the two to go ahead to it, but in spite of that, because of the Rollins figure, Omu my fear. How NDC managing this particular issue? Sebasa Ebia General and we need another somewhere. How are Ombe managing these two? A very key in terms of strategy and following. How Ombe man the two about together. Atimiama partner a big issue.
Obibi Obelu to be our free party, the nucleus of the executive.
They have been friends for a long time. And they only say, because automatically a person qualified to be a council of elders. Whoever loses,
a council of elder, a council of elder, but council of elders, you call on them when the need arises, not all the time.
Free party.
No, I'm not just saying we're free the nucleus of the executive.
Contribution commitment, as a parliamentary candidate, you are no more no active member unless
very good. And as a for Jay is not part of the communication team, but he's a party member.
No, he's not part of the executive, but he's a part of it.
And I make us say communication or at the executive where move fudging communication maybe I'm person modify on
that one is true.
And the Siano, the knowledge of Swamp, the knowledge of a Sedunketia, Mushrika Krevia, because genuinely let's speak the truth. I Sedunketia Lusua and of Swamp of Lusua. You don't expect of Swamp of say Obeba be so much integral. Debbie, I said the Kataga with his original last. And I said the Katiasusu Elusua. Over so Ampofu would not bring him so close to him that much. You know, it is our two heads way. The party needs them now.
Yes. Oh, the party needs them now. The woman is but grounds, it's a branch for like a genuine hands down. If it was the branch for no grassroots for general but a year constituency executive and a man at the end of balance here. Constituency executives every constituency 28 and a 12 but Obu Muni when 23 near to a year number for 5 account. This is over area central regional. Mampo any 5 Mampo 23. As I was here 23. And I don't know Edria year 23. I'm going to meet me. Atlantic region so currently executive also 18. Yet 23 now how many 21. Eba no you agree on the list. Inji as a try inji over what it is. But we get out in people meeting na etiena we a meeting. Now when you a meeting. Yeah, cause it's normal. Because as at now, General, we're in executive out of 18.
So it is expected to say every community will present 28 delegates.
The dominant job, I need a election, because executives, they were impact of party. They do not all members. And I feel we are
28 council of elders.
Another, because they are expecting delegates. And then when you know the delegates, the Council of Elders, no more more party. This is the amount we are expecting. But analysis in the country region. You know, a country region, areas you have is basically for
93.1 FM. Asantuma Anyade.
This is 93.1 FM.
Sentala mborobola nete politique mani
FM.
Wanye sabati politique colombare. Obi baby, oti pesini,
no ho enti na grofo airborne di no and ahwem so a even both parties.
This is 93.1 FM.
Ni fie te semia obepe national chairman sa enti no their records me free say omo track record no we hear 2016 2020 and who is so na mo NDC eti the amount di no say ready as a child match our sister ni and no amount di no nemo menye bibia ehu bia.
This is 93.1 FM. This is 93.1 FM.
2020 Omunhene modern bona my party no entimi ankujira baby. What different are you bringing on board? I said no my party not to be.
And I mean like I said from 2016 2020 and no e try baby free ba. Ni ahwe baby ayo. Ni ahwe baby ayo. So odwene sa e bon kaye e kire woni so ade hu awo. E fa na free ba. Ye free 2016 akoto aba. You lose elections with a certain president in your 44%. And no your first time a party opposition winning elections in just one round. No Ghana. 2020 so by 1.4 hour mudi 2016 about a chairman, a vice chairman, first vice chairman, and also director of elections. And another general secretary, and also chairman of the campaign. Yeah, results. President I didn't call this was for the first time in the history of Ghana. 2020, 2001 as one general secretary somebody to there. Then the contract court but results need the inquiry. It might be a free Dada the one is a party for so party for that to Nyama the foundation of the party, reorganization the foundation of the party. Omutu one among my party a to if Busumi Busumi nine. The party ready for the market can ready upon the name. Did the American say and never be on march to the Yama Ghana anymore. And what's your founder, the president, the president is one cannot to suffer. you know that the foundation of the party will be the same. So we should really think about the reorganization of the party for the future generation. The man from which we to follow. I said, I was
93.1 FM. Asantuma Anyade.
And of course, what is why you have a water on Magana? Typically, some penny for the enemy. That's of course, more person I didn't fuck him. Now, your man will call on the post. Not be uncontested. Yeah, man, wanted you don't know really time no call. If it's a beer, you know, we uko jana so nye ena ko ani so nka so enye ada ne nyina money to dom yanko but for you 2 na mo me nya kwanya na within first month I'll resolve that issue. Consensus building, one of the ways of solving issues. But if you know, be a dream, what you want to drink, some say, baby, on also a dream party for him. Now you're quitting him. Now, what you mean, your party for you are only John Mahama. It's a million nine for contest and to say. Now you have the organization of the party, never upon the community. Oh, yeah, so beyond this one, you will be on whatever. And you're back. Second one, constituency party, no. For the people, by the people, democracy. It's a constituency executive branch. No national executive committee can stop it. This issue I'm talking about, it is difficult. Leadership, you are chairman, is the national secretary, or contest, or deciding to one more. But within the first month of my administration, I will take that charge. I will do it for them to see how we do it. So, who said before Saddam, it doesn't mean at the end, Madam Home. If you said the leadership of the party must change. Say, my party dynamics. Dynamics in your okay. Leadership, no. Mama, flavor, let me put it in quotes. Obia who say, I'm going to say to me. What I say? It is almost me to Sana Bonoa. And never will be night, everyone can. Yeah, I told a baby, it's an home, and Sapa, your family. I buy you $2 SACD Bassa. We will sell your journalists. We will say.
Yaba Sompa 93.1.
Medical church mu edi akyerɛw various candidates are vying for various positions in the National Democratic Congress omabato a eja ekoso ene no na from the Accra Sports Stadium sabrede nipa na bakakra nipa no abakakra kama nanso so omunya ense abato no ase enti
Sompa 93.1
de ekɔ and ya ka kyerɛw sɛ obia so ani abrese obedinim enya better saa obia say obedi enim because obia wo message obia ewo ne points ne ade a eno emma no the assurance and then the vim and vigor say obetimi atimi adi enimu. But remember say the chairmanship race is key because of the presence of the general secretary pushing up to the constituency and I say the chairmanship race now otimi allocate horns with Ra Ofosu Ampofo. But quickly mami brief you through then yen nani kakra when you come back now say yetumi abeto aso from that point enti yenhwe na chairman Ofosu Ampofo or kasa yente kwekwan
no Maya Kradwa, Mome and Fanona Yentin and Numasem. Now you are back. You're a chairman of Sompa, incumbent chairman of ABA Congress now.
I don't think they are part of the whole agenda. It's almost
incumbent Osiki re-election.
Yes.
The general secretary who was part of the current crop and to elect as the chairman. It's these are the people I'm talking about. Deputy General Secretary, General Secretary. These are the people I'm talking about.
So the thing is that you read the form in your room. No me majority of party. Eti omuntu no make sure say we mu ne pe wo mu.
Na e form for na se me no mo ka.
the majority, I cannot even. They are not very happy.
Yeah.
They are not happy.
They want a change.
They want a change. And the change is inevitable.
They want a change, and the change is inevitable.
That's right.
It was for the national chairman, someone for Sompa for Kasasisia or man is speaking to the way there.
National Democratic Congress NDC. I, on behalf of the Functional Executive Council or Committee of the Party, the National Executive Council, the organizing committee of this Congress, and all other organs of the party, welcome you warmly to the Accra Sports Stadium for this historic event. I trust that at the end of our Congress, we will all make a merry feast. The 10th Congress of our party is significant for a variety of reasons. I will share a few of these reasons with you. We are having our Congress at a time when this country is going through a plethora of excruciating economic, social, and political challenges. For the first time in the history of our dear country, the hard-earned income and investment of hard-working Ghanaians and pensioners are being forcefully subjected to strange haircuts like Topio Joe and Backbush. 6 years down memory lane, Ghanaians thought they had voted for the new Patriotic Party MPP to provide economic management that they claimed they alone could deliver. Little did voters know that they had voted for barbers who only knew haircuts like Grace Jones and Punk. When the MPP touted persistently that we have the men, we never knew they had barbers. Now we see the mess they have plunged us into. They cannot even barber their own president, Akufo-Addo, properly, leaving him with a Sakura head. Fellow Katamansonians, another reason why our Congress is historic is that it is taking place at a time when Ghanaians agree on the monumental catastrophe that the Akufo-Addo Bawumia-led government represents. The teachers are saying the MPP is a catastrophe. Nurses say the MPP is a catastrophe. Truck drivers say the MPP is a catastrophe. Civil servants says catastrophe. The private sector say catastrophe. Aboso accounts spare dealers say catastrophe. Traders say catastrophe. Barbers say, bankers say catastrophe. International rating agencies say catastrophe. Civil society organizations say catastrophe. Kaya say catastrophe. Ukada riders say catastrophe. Galamseya say catastrophe. The media say catastrophe. Our traditional leaders say catastrophe. University don't say catastrophe. Religious organizations say catastrophe. Labor unions say catastrophe. Doctors say catastrophe. The Black Stars say catastrophe. Even the witches and villagers from Chepi say catastrophe. NPP's Akufo-Addo Bawumia catastrophe sentinel Ajiba Bia. The NPP catastrophic performance in government has been so repugnant that their own party could not stand the stench of their own rotten government. They started what looked like a cleansing and deodorizing exercise by demanding the sack of Kendo Furiata as finance minister. Now the chief barber, that is the significance of the time in which we are staging a congress of our political party. Political leadership in Ghana has never in our history descended into the abyss in which we find ourselves today. The electorate has lost trust and confidence in the MPP government. The little that was left of trust was blown away when President Akufo-Addo looked Ghanaians in the eyes during one of his Sunday fellow Ghanaians broadcasts on television, national television, and told us that there will be no haircut on our investment. Only for the chief barber of Oriata to announce the following week with clippers, scissors, razors, blade in hand, that there will be haircut. And that some haircut will even be with broken bottles. That was what the height of deceit. And that was the height of deceit that any government, any president and government could ever have engaged in, which was made even more hurtful by the fact that it was a very survivor that
say yare nkwana come on.
Well, I was sorry about someone for some phone and Casano. It's exactly 1 o'clock. But you better than you about quick one. Now, you pay na healing point about Wakwem. Shannon so say, you guso, ya team kunyaso. Ye Dani and Hoka Krebia Banti. A Breno Sonasi, a Samba Munyan about one as a Samba don't quaba. Munyan say about one as no dear. You better than you Hoka Krebia Bass. See, I the in Kane. The incumbent chairman at the National Democratic Congress at Samuel for Sompa for now Sena what they and some air to Jano. You go suaya ya watching Yimuno, ye share your monitor event from far, but so Rod Johnson has said Katiaso Ebinyaka Samunos or Casa Sabaya Biabet me I come and I Casabia yam balance equation with that equation where they was a balance near fair and Santino said Daniel Hoka Crabana said Johnson has said Katiaba then. Yes, I close over. Sabre, it's time for Healing Point. Shannon Son, 21st clinic, there, the sciatica expert on Betrasi. No Maya Pomodemo, Hotoso, a Pomodemo, Nyansani, a Pomodemo Futu. But Shannon so say, we be our joint to be now Temenka, be be Sarawa Nam Quemo, Bamaduru Hassan is here. I feel now copying the cry. Just simple 5G. What do I say? You have a simple 5G drink. Shannon so the entire fan of 5G is we have green tea, Sansona grapes, and as face so guarana and grapes fruit and a ginseng. Ya say, Nina Kabum 5G. A come up papa, a drink, papa. Ya Christmas idea for all the occasions near the end and 1 year decor. A 5G drink. Mr. Entia Pebinum, and as a breast on Party with Sompa FM, na EBGB Cotton 0246. 270-221 0246-270-221. Yedani ya ba quick one. Ya ba na ya peja yem na say ya makwama Dr. Metos. Bibia be fine area.
Oba wo peno pa wani gina ho wonte ne ho kasa yete ase pa ya semo sadakuru bi oba wo do no pa no sadakuru bi wo se won ware wo oso wo no ntene bie wo a be ma wadwuma hia ma wadwuma ehia be ma oba no se onware bio waya ne yida mo akodwatoa oso onware bio a ma wadwuma hia ababa wo be ka sem sem ka se be ma no se be mpe no me de be nya no da me gate achi ayi first gate no me bie first gate ya enye yi e de na da gate achi no aso de me o akua Sompa 93.1 akua me o ready for yeah nipa boa pa ni ma wadwuma hia jimifo be ma wadwuma hia oba ne se wonware bie wa master ma wadwuma hia na wa adwuma no be ma oba na kodwatoa me na me ka kire wo na okada oba no gate achi no na sei ya me se ma wani nku adwuma ho
abusuafo ya ba makwaba de ba Sompa 93.1 Sompa 98.9 Healing Point bre na edu say ya de bre bia wo bia nfa che say bre no etia kakra ni na adwumadi ekoso Accra Sports Stadium Sompa fat no so de live telecast ensema ekoso ho NDC Congress omabato a ekoso no mo de ho nsema bre na ma yaka kakra nenso no ya ba na ya ba Healing Point na yede ebre free sabri ekwese no mienu bebo na tuba na ya dan ho asanso akwa Accra Sports Stadium na Kobna Kese de ho nsensem no asanso atoa wo so me dey Dr. Blessed Foster me no wetena from sabri ekwese no mienu bebo